Welcome to Joke Wranglers, where we put jokes through a mangle. I'm your host, Sam Joseph, and we're joined by two teams of comedians. Today we've got the amazing Dan Morris,
Hello.
Gareth Beavis.
Hello.
They are Team One. And we've also got Pranav B
What's up?
and Mano.
Hello, hello.
Yes, they are Team Omega for some random reason. And yes, we're here to have fun and hopefully make some jokes. Let's see. People familiar with the format will know that we have 10 rounds. We have 10 rounds of joke or comedy or humor challenges, and the two teams will be tasked with trying to take the challenge and construct a joke in a particular fashion. And I will be judging which team wins each round, and then the team with the most points at the end wins. Yay! Woo! Fantastic. And there's probably one other thing. Oh, that's right. There is also, I have also tried to create a joke, although joke is a strong word, for each of the rounds. And if anybody manages to match my joke, word, sentence, comedy sentence, my pathetic attempt at humor, they'll get an extra point because, we need some other way to entertain ourselves. Comedians, are you ready?
Sorry, how much is the prize pool?
I think the prize pool is it's like £100,000 worth of kind of virtual promotion, which is basically you guys will get to at the end say like stuff that you're doing, and it will go out onto the airwaves, of literally thousands of it. So it's kind of like a virtual pool that we're putting into, and when we finally get televised, and become, there'll be notoriety, comedy notoriety for all of you. I think is the key win here.
So points mean seconds, right? So we get longer to promote ourselves if we do better. That's the metric I'm looking for here.
Sure, let's do that. Why not? Yes, we have also got some through the remarkable technology. We've got some exciting counters and timers and things, and so yes, let's see how many points you get. And really, the points are all about my level of gratitude to you and how much I'll be promoting you and having you on my show nights, and getting you on the TV show when obviously we get syndicated or whatever that is that people do. Fantastic. Right. So I think it's time to start with the first round. First round, as you know, has been long established since our first pilot episode last week, is called Idiom Wrangler, in which I, the host, will reveal an idiom. And then the teams will have 90 seconds to come up with the funniest original joke that uses or subverts that idiom. So, if you're ready, teams.
I still have a problem with the word idiom because it sounds too much like idiot. I had that thought when I was 7, and I'm sticking with it now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be the idiot, and you can be the idiosyncratic individual. Okay. Right. Moving on. Yes. So I'm going to reveal this idiom, and then we're getting 90 seconds. We'll start. The idiom is: don't count your chickens before they hatch. Your 90 seconds starts now.
I was really hoping, Sam, for don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a
Yeah,
great idiom.
because that's why my niece's pony died of a severe dental infection. So I just wanted to spread awareness.
That's very
Okay,
good.
now I've got to write something about chickens.
You
Okay.
you have you have, and please you focus, and I'll entertain the listeners. Partly with our extreme, we've paid a lot of money for this exciting. I don't know if the listeners can hear it. I hope they can. But we've got like a sort of a 90-second little ditty going on in the background. I've used the latest AI to I said to it, like, we need something that's really uplifting and inspiring, and it's going to like sort of create a slight sense of tension as our different comedians work on coming up with a joke related to this idiom. But I'm going to circle back on Dan's look a gift horse in the mouth joke there, because I you might not know this about me. I've spent minutes trying to like find a good joke that comes out of the gift horse mouth thing. And I've really struggled. So I'm already impressed there, Dan. You're doing well in the kind of, I know, background stakes. There's no points for that, but I'm impressed with that. Looking the gift.
Oh, thank you, but I think you wouldn't come up with a joke like that because you're like happy and nice, whereas a lot of my humour focuses around children's pets dying or things of that nature. So yeah, I'm a barrel of laughs. Book me for kids' parties, bar mitzvahs, things like that.
Brilliant. I do love the way
Mm.
that we got to the sort of chimes at the end of the 90 seconds just on that kind of like, it was sort of like a little sort of jovial upbeat on the back of like, I like talking about kids, animals dying. So that was nice. Okay, right. Well, let's see what the teams have come up with. Shall we start with Pranav and Mayu? What are your offerings?
I go first. We did write this together, so I don't want to take all the credit, especially if it doesn't work. Uh, I say, yeah. They say don't count your chicken before they hatch. Don't tell me what not to count. I'm Asian. I can count whatever I want.
Ah, yes, yes, I like it. I like it. Yeah, I don't see color, but yeah, I've been reliably informed that some of our guests on the show today are, of a different background. So I mean, I
The,
think it's all good. Go on, Miyu.
no, yeah, the team dynamics made it a bit awkward. I think.
I wasn't going to say Sam, but
Again, this is the problem I have. I don't see color. So, sometimes there are divisions and restrictions and apartheid of some kind. And no, okay, I should stop already, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay. I guess the listeners won't be able to see that I'm wearing blackface. No, that sounds wrong. No, I'm really not. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm going to get cancelled. Well, actually, the thing is, I don't have any kind of a profile, so it'd be difficult to get cancelled. Oh, to get cancelled. To have a profile big enough to be cancelled, that would be a move forward. Fantastic. Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, is that that I guess for Team Omega, that's your offering. Came up with it together. Shall we
We have
move on?
another one as
We,
well.
we have another one.
You have a
I got
backup one.
one more.
Fantastic. I'd like to hear that as well. Yeah, let's hear that one.
Yeah, they said don't count your chickens before they hatch. What they don't tell you is you should definitely count your chickens before you send them to the slaughterhouse.
Oh.
I've been screwed over many times before. I sent in 20 chickens, only 18 breasts. What gives? I think I can count my chickens.
I like. Oh my goodness, yeah, Slaughterhouse 5. Goodness me. Well, we're off to. I don't know if the listeners are enjoying this, but I fucking am. Sorry. Okay, let's move on to Team One. If this ever gets on television, I'll probably have to stop swearing. But they let you swear on Dave, don't they, or something? They beep it out. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Gareth and Dan, what's your offerings?
we've decided that Dan's is stronger, so Dan's going first.
It's not really a joke. I'm just annoyed by the premise. I mean, who came up with this? Innumerate Colonel Sanders. It's not difficult. If you've got 10 eggs, you are going to have between 0 and 10 chickens, and that sort of information would be very useful for chicken farming. And that's exactly why my uncle's chicken farm fell apart.
Yes, I like it. Good. Uncle's Chicken Farm. Yes. Okay, and so the implication seems to be that there is another less strong contender. But sometimes what we think, this is the strange thing. This is what makes if we were all able to predict exactly how well our as yet untested jokes would do on stage, it would not be it would not be the undertaking that it was, would it? You know what I'm saying, guys? I mean, because we've all come up with jokes that we thought would be amazing and didn't turn out so well, and other ones that maybe weren't so.
That's never happened to me once.
That's never happened to you.
Fair enough. Say, like,
smashes out the park every
that's
time.
not our team's experience.
Yeah. Okay. No, fair enough. I'm glad that we've established that that's my experience. Okay. Yeah, Gareth, what's on your mind?
Well, Sam, I've been studying idioms and how people say them for a while, and I've noticed something curious because people who say don't count your chickens before they hatch also say things like, why buy the horse where you can get the milk for free? Stop horsing around. Don't be the sheep, be the sheepdog. And this is the one thing I always hear every single one of them say. Who's that in that bush? Get off my farm.
Okay.
Apparently, Gareth milks horses.
Yeah, I realised that. I read the two lines wrong. That's why Sam didn't laugh. That's the reason.
Definitely not milk.
Interesting. And there was a slight break up at the end. I think I didn't catch quite cleanly the punchline. I mean, do you want to do the is it the last sentence again? I didn't quite hear some of the words.
No, I don't. After the reaction everyone gave me.
Oh, but my reaction, my lack of reaction was just I couldn't actually hear it. There was a kind of like.
Fine. Don't be the sheep, be the sheepdog. And this is the one thing I always hear them say. Who's that in that bush? Get off my farm.
Oh, who's that in that bush? Get off my farm. Oh, it's a West Country joke about get off my land. Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, my mum's from the West Country. Yeah, no, well, that's bonus, not points, but like connections. Family Fortunes or something. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And well, the level of professionalism here on my part. Actually, by the way, I forgot to say, do if you've got things in the background that might be buzzing or vibrating or what have you, do put them on soft surfaces. Like if you're using the vibrator, I'd probably, we don't want to hear it on the show. And yeah, brilliant. Okay. Well, so much going on there. Would you guys be interested in hearing my offering?
Oh, none of us
Yes.
matched whatever you came up with.
Well, I think we've actually had a first. We're going to have to. Well, obviously, I'll decide eventually. But unlike last week where nobody got anywhere close, I think there's an argument that one person did get close to mine on this occasion. But I'll give you mine, and we'll see. We'll see if you can see the connection. Either which way, if you want to come on the show again, do try and laugh very naturally at the end of the punchline. Okay, so my selection was I sacrificed everything to do stock management for KFC. There was so much theft, nothing ever tallied. It just goes to show that you shouldn't count your chickens. Gareth gets the award for the most natural laugh there. Brilliant, totally not faked in any way whatsoever.
It was real. I was impressed with the delivery and timing.
This is a guy who wants to get booked again. Oh, brilliant! I love it. Let's have more of that. Okay, fantastic. So I think I'm going to give points to both teams. I think Pranav and Mayu very, very strong on the comedy side. Actually, both teams strong on the comedy side, but I think Pranav and Mayu just pipped it. But I think bonus point to Dan for mentioning Colonel Saunders, and of course my joke was about KFC. So there.
Oh, that's the similarity. I thought you were, because somebody else said something about
I thought you
stock not
about
matching up with the.
Pranav's.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought so?
I thought Pranav's thing about the stock not matching the invoices or whatever was very close to whatever you said,
Did you say stock and invoices, Mayu?
or something along those lines, wasn't it?
I said something about like, oh, they thought I was going to count my chickens before I send them to the slaughterhouse. Like they try to shortchange me or something.
Yeah, he's being underpaid.
What are you doing? You're robbing us of points. Stop it.
Yeah, you're right. They're nothing.
He's an honest
I
man.
happen to
He's
say
an honest
Colonel
man.
Sanders.
I respect that.
Well, I think it's right. So, because Mayu's joke was about the Asians counting, and the slaughterhouse one, which I very much enjoyed from Pranav. There was a kind of general sort of counting thing, but I think given that the original the idiom is about counting your chickens, I think that the Colonel Saunders KFC connection. They're all going to be so different. Anyway. 1 point all. It's all tied. Let's move on to round 2. I shouldn't hit that table. It probably sounds bad. Okay, guys. The second round is 3 random words in which each team gets 1 noun, 1 verb, and 1 adjective. And all 3 of them must appear naturally in the joke. And if you're ready, teams, I will give you those 3 words. Your noun is lighthouse. Your verb is apologize. And your adjective is crispy. And your 90 seconds starts now. Quite quiet in the background.
So many jokes about lighthouses.
And I'm just, I'm on tenterhooks, trying to work out, if this sort of exciting AI music will come through in the final recording, or if I just sort of need to keep talking continuously over, dangerously dead air. But as we were talking about in the pre-show, and as everybody else who's listened to the first pilot episode have said, is, God, Sam, you had a lot of dead air in the, those 90-second bits. And I was like, yeah, but aren't we allowed to just be occasionally? Just be, consider how we are, and, it's, I don't know, do I give away show secrets? I guess there's always the danger that I might be distracting, the teams from their kind of careful, close collaboration.
We're doing research over here. We're googling things.
There you go. Brilliant. Oh, don't let me stop.
I'm checking McDonald's menu. We've done KFC. Now I'm onto McDonald's.
Fascinating insight into the comedic process there. Yeah, it's I'm just thinking back. Is usually we have the other podcast, or one of them. Actually, I've got a stable of podcasts now. But one podcast that actually both Dan and Gareth have been on, and we'd love to have you on. Comedians on technology, people, and drugs, which is a chatty one. Time's up there. I'll just finish what I was saying because I started so I finish. Which is that there's never any dead air. on my other, one-to-one interview podcast because I'm just talking continually, and I've always been able to hook my. I can just, as you all know, talk indefinitely. I've been able to hook like sort of my inner stream of consciousness directly up to my mouth, and sort of talk without pause indefinitely. So anyway, enough about me, folks. We had me and Pranav first last time. Let's do Gareth and Dan first this time. What are your offerings from the three random words?
Do you want to go first,
Cool.
Gareth?
Yeah, okay. You know when you've done a joke where you're like, I think this makes me laugh, and then no one else is going to. But here we go. Okay, so I was once a lighthouse. Sorry, start again. I was once a lighthouse keeper, and I used my likeness to sell shit children's tea time food, but I had to stop. I got caught in a cease and desist with Captain Birdseye. He said I stole the idea of crispy pancakes, and he wanted me to apologise. But I stand by my defence. Finders keepers.
Hey.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I'm suddenly distracted by how does is it? It's Findus, isn't it? Findus is the name
Finders
of the
crispy
brand.
pancakes.
It
Findus.
works a lot better when he says it and it's not written down because
Yeah,
I love a pun.
I'm trying to take notes on what a flaw that I noticed in the episodes last time, the pilot episode, is that by the time we got to like the fourth joke, I couldn't remember what the first joke was, and that was sort of interfering with my ability to judge them effectively. So don't take notes. I was just distracted there because Findus actually relates. It's a very similar name to a financial software accounting thing that I'm being anyway. Enough of that real world stuff. Brilliant. Yeah, Findus keepers. Dan.
Yeah, this is actually a true news story I saw. McDonald's had to apologise because they put a billboard for the McCrispy right next to the entrance to a crematorium.
Oh my goodness.
And in the same town, they built an epilepsy clinic right next to a lighthouse.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
I feel like I had to shoehorn in the lighthouse to the end of that, but yeah.
But
The McDonald's thing genuinely happened. I was just Googling to make sure I'd remembered the right thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, that is that. I mean, the McCrispy by the crematorium stands alone is a strong joke, and then I do like what you've done with the lighthouse and the epileptic people. That kind of I mean I can see like logically the joke structure there. It's also very strong. Yeah, no, I'm impressed all round really so far. Pranav and Miyu, I think there's a lot of work to do here. What are your offerings?
Did I go first? Okay, yeah. This is not good. Lighthouse Crispy apologize. That's my last sexual experience summarized.
What's lighthouse in?
I was trying to imply that's a sexual position. Like, there's one called
okay.
Eiffel Tower. There's one called Eiffel Tower. The lighthouse is not too far from there.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That's good. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. I really enjoyed that. Pranav?
Yeah, Sam. I don't know. How is I supposed to write a joke with these three unrelated words like crispy? I said, come on, man, just take me out behind the lighthouse and end my misery now. You don't even have to apologize.
Very, very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I like what you did there. Yeah. Wow. This is all very enjoyable. I mean,
we have another one. Obviously,
okay.
if you want to count
Yeah,
them,
I mean,
we're not gonna.
Go on, throw it out there.
There's no scenario we're gonna be able to reuse these jokes, so we might as well chuck everything.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I told my friend Crispy will never shine in life. Now he's a lighthouse keeper, so I had to apologize. I stand corrected.
Okay.
There's a reason why it was the last.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's I think this was challenging. This was a challenging one. I think this sort of the whole lighthouse thing could become a meme. But yes, this is good. I'll just, I mean, partly to give myself time to think about my judgment here. Maybe I'll just give you my attempt, and we'll see how you react to that, and see if we. I don't think there's a connection here. I think there won't be any bonus points this round. So my offering. There's no need to apologize for accidentally sending 3 tons of cheese and onion to my exotic Airbnb location. I always wanted my lighthouse to be crispy. Thank you so much, Gareth, for giving the sort of. It's sometimes a lot of my jokes. There's a big silence after it, and then people laugh about the silence, which is Yeah, which is often, my fails are often funnier. The actual material. I was proud not of the comedic value of that, but the way in which I managed to get the different elements to connect together. Um,
And
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like you've had an unlimited amount of time to prepare, unlike
No,
us.
no, 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 no. I mean,
Mm.
I come up with mine, after I don't need the 90 seconds. I just go bang, like straight, because, like, I don't know. Some people, sometimes the guests insist that they have them. I want to get rid of it. I really, but, the guests have, and I'm like, mob rule. Okay,
How did
uh,
you get the words together? Is there a randomizer or something?
there is a randomizer, yes. Yes, there is a random process that underlies this that I've paid a lot of money for, sort of. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I think, and I'm sort of torn here. I'm torn here. I think I am. Oh gosh, it's like, it's so difficult, isn't it? What am I gonna? I think I'm gonna have to give that round to Gareth and Dan. I just on aggregates. Yeah, I think much as I very much enjoyed, I think it was Pranav's joke there. No, actually, no, I think. Oh, I'm getting confused now. Wasn't it? No, no, it was.
You said it now. It's too late. You said it now. It's final answer.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was going to say it was. I think Pranav's like sexual position thing was just. That's. I'm going to
That
be.
was Mayu
That was.
with the lighthouse instead of the Eiffel Tower.
Well,
I just really ranted about what are the three random words you gave us.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I've got. This is partly because I've written down the names wrong. Anyway, let's move on to round three, which is the twist. It's a twist. We're all actually, aliens from the Andromeda galaxy. No, in this, the twist, round three, I give the setup, and then the teams have to invent the punchline. And I've got the word or vice versa here. I'm not. I guess there's like it's like if you wanted to turn the setup into a punchline, and then magically like put or do the punchline first and then have the setup. Anyway, like there's a setup here, which naturally you would put a punchline afterwards. But of course, rules are there to be broken, especially in comedy. Like who needs to be funny? I keep telling my audiences. So if you're ready, teams, I'm going to tell you what that setup is. The setup is my boss told me I was exactly what the company needed, and your 90 seconds starts now. Dumb. This music is really growing on me, actually. It's amazing what you can do with a little AI coding assistant. So just background on the music, as I was thinking, we really need something to fill in. Even if we're talking, we need something to give a sense of the passage of time. And I started off with GPT 5.6. I think that's on ChatGPT. And I said, "Hey, dude, what can I? Can we get some sort of music going for this thing?" And actually, because it knows me, and that I'm in that sort of like comedy game show podcast space. And it was like, "Oh yeah, I totally get that, dude." Because it recognizes that I talk street. And it said, "Oh yeah, there's these like online AI music generation things that you could try, and like here's a prompt to stick in those to make some music." I thought it was going to make some music. Anyway, ChatGPT didn't make the music. It pointed me to these other places, and I put those in there, and it was 9 seconds of like chirpy what have you, but it's not long enough. So what it is, I broke out Cursor. You might not know Cursor. It's like a sort of AI coding design system that you can use on your own computer, and it basically wrote some scripts. I had told it, I want it, gradually to get more funky as we get on, and then for the last 10 seconds, dun, 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 before going with this last little all created by AI based on my random thoughts. It's what a strange world we're living in. There we go. Right. Well, I managed to talk all the way through the music. Maybe people couldn't even hear the music, and it sounds like the ranting of a complete madman. But that's okay. I think it is Dan and Gareth's turn to go first. What? No, wait a sec. No, it's not. No, it's not. I got it wrong again. So much wrongness. It's a good job. It makes me feel right.
I almost false started then, Sam. You made me almost trump the gun.
Okay, no. I remember you did actually pay quite a lot of money in order to go first. So that makes all the difference. So go on then, Dan. Let's have your offering first.
No, let them go first. We need some more time. We're still working on one.
I would like this to be put on the record, so extra time that
Extra
they're
time.
using.
Yeah. Okay. Just like in the World Cup, there's how many minutes of injury time. Yeah, some of the
Hydration break is what they're calling it now.
Right. Yes. VAR. on that punchline. Then Pranav, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. I sold political advice to Nigel Farage. My boss told me I was exactly what the company needed to increase their gross income. Imagine his reaction. I told him I also got Count Bin Face though.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Fun fact: I opened for Count Bimface at the Museum of Comedy on Thursday. I mean, I say
Did
open.
you?
Well,
Did
I did the show before him, and
Oh.
he didn't. I mean, you can't tell if he's looking at you because he's got this bin face. But I was, I warmed up a smaller crowd for his very large crowd and all the press.
That's
who
pretty cool. That's a cool claim to fame.
I've made it up and I'm sticking to it. No, but I really know. I really did do my show, my Edinburgh preview. But yes, good stuff. Kudos for the Count Binface topical reference. Mayu?
Yeah, I work in HR and reduce harassment by 30% by not doing it. My boss told me I was exactly what the company needed.
Very good. And with a twizzle. With the fashizzle there. It was like we turned it was a setup, but he used it as a punchline. Oh, we couldn't think of it. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, this was like I'm just trying to make notes so I can remember all of the joy that I've experienced. Dan and Gareth.
Yeah, I'm going first. I'm not sure if my boss is using AI to do our evaluations. Last year, I got drunk and was sick in the photocopier. He did fire me, but said I was exactly what the company needed, that I have loads of great ideas and developed really smart plans, and then gave me 3 ways I might search for a new job and improve my CV. He's a good guy.
Like it. Okay. Oh yeah. Particularly like throwing up on the photocopier. Dan.
Yeah, my boss told me I was exactly what the company needed. A mass shooter.
Oh, good grief. Okay. My word. Oh, this is you guys. You're making it difficult for me. Goodness me. Well, after your great offerings, mine's going to be a let down. My offering is that my boss told me I was exactly what the company needed. My body was a perfect doughy consistency for massage testing.
Is
Again,
that a job? Massage tester?
yeah, you've got to be, like. Well, see, the thing is, what I was going there is, it works on a lot of different levels because kneading, a doughy consistency, kneading.
Ah.
Not so much.
I didn't pick up on the need.
No, well, I've got a lot of needs. It's a lot of my work. It's sort of performance poetry, really. It's just sort of spoken word, and if people laugh, that's on them. Okay, brilliant. But I do love the way that Gareth is, because Gareth is sort of like giving me like little chuckles on the. He's just on the wordplay. His game recognizes game. Yeah, good stuff, dude. All right. Oh God, this is so hard. This is so hard. I think. Oh, it's just. I mean, oh. I have to. I think I have to give it. I cannot separate you. I think the mass shooter, the sexual harassment. They're both such. I mean, I'm not obviously fans of either of those, but they're just. It was great. It was great. So I think I'm going to give both teams points there because I can't separate them. Okay, brilliant. Scores being a 3-2 after. I mean, how do you get?
Wait. I said harassment, and you just assumed it was sexual harassment. Which...
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean.
No,
Okay, I'll have to listen back to the recording there. I mean, not that I think about sexual harassment a lot, but anyway. Okay, moving on. Right, suddenly random things have happened on my screens, which is, I think the AI is reacting negatively to that joke. Gareth, careful, they're taking over. Okay, bing bang bong. Okay, that's very strange. Yeah, I think my countery what's it thing has disappeared. We're going to go into round 4, but hopefully I'm going to be able to get back to yeah, hold on. I'm going to press some random buttons there. It is. Oh yes, don't accidentally go to the yeah. All the I do the first version of the music was really quite appalling compared to the new one. Anyway, right now, round 4, reverse engineering. So in this round, this is where I give the punchline first, and then you need to invent the funniest setup. And of course, Mayu's ahead there because he sort of like flipped the previous round to be this, but now you're on safe ground. I don't know. So reverse engineering. I'm going to give you the punchline, And points go to the teams who create the funniest setup. Okay, the punchline is, and that's why the squirrel now has legal representation. And your 90 seconds starts now. There we go. Yeah. So just to continue my diatribe from the previous 90-second weird thing where I'm just trying to distract you from your detailed research and thought processes, is I seem to be able to just hook up my brain to my mouth and just talk continuously. And I always thought that made me a great communicator, because I could just speak continuously. And I've come to realize, actually, no, that's kind of almost, somebody who says nothing, that's not a good communicator. I guess there could be in some situations. It's knowing when to say nothing. That's great. But just talking continuously about what's on your mind, that's just, that's kind of a problem that I have. I'll pause to draw breath. We're not getting as much banter in the. Is the music acting as a banter suppression system while we think about our things here? Or maybe it's just time to enjoy, relax, enjoy the music.
Are you worried about other AI listening to this podcast and stripping you of the music you created?
I feel like that would be a sort of a process of empowerment. If other people didn't like the music, and who could not like that? Who would not love that? But if other people see, this is we live in a very top-down culture of creativity. Or at least it's been changing, hasn't it? With things like YouTube and podcasting and so on, just any old random nobody in their bedroom that they with a bit of software can get a few of their much more talented friends together in a group, and then pretend that they're actually kind of a game show host like Dara Brian. It's a bit sad and depressing and lonely, really, for those people. But yeah. And some, and then occasionally people just complain about the volume of the music. It certainly can be changed. It can be changed. Anyway, there we go. It is round 4. We are looking for the setups for our fantastic punchline, and that's why the squirrel now has legal representation. I think it's Dan and Gareth's turn to go first. What have you got for us?
Dan, you go first.
All right. My co-worker was not happy. We gave him a nickname based on him constantly playing with his nuts in the office. And that's why the squirrel now has legal representation.
Like it. Very good. Gareth?
I used to work for the RSPCA because all the animals there didn't have a choice. I could do whatever I wanted to them. So I did what any red-blooded male would do. I made them listen while I practiced my jokes. They unionized. The otter started a rival podcast. The ferret documented everything I said for HR purposes, and the squirrel now has legal representation.
Very, very, very good. Oh my goodness. This is. I like it. Very, very strong. Okay, yes. Pranav and Mayu, what's your offerings?
I could start. There's been an uprising of stolen fishbowl helmets, and that's why the squirrel now has a legal representation. It's going to be the case of the century, Sandy Cheeks versus Bikini Bottom.
Okay. There was a lot of interesting imagery in there. How did the fishbowl helmets relate to... what are fishbowl helmets? Am I just too old to know these things?
I think it's a very, if you have a SpongeBob fans in your audience, they'll probably pick it up.
Okay.
So there's a...
Oh, there's a squirrel! Yes, there is. There's a squirrel who has a sort of a diving helmet, doesn't he, in SpongeBob? But
it's a fishbowl. It's a fishbowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's nostalgia.
There's layers to it. It's like an onion, but for under the sea.
Maybe if you can copy and paste the joke into the chat, because I want to re-enjoy that. Could you read it out again so I can?
Yeah, sure. I say, there's been an uprising of stolen fishbowl helmets, and that's why the squirrel now has legal representation. It's going to be the case of the century, Sandy Cheeks versus Bikini Bottom.
And Sandy Cheeks and Bikini Bottom, are they both characters from SpongeBob?
Sandy Cheeks is the squirrel in Bikini Bottom. Yeah.
Oh, now you fill it in. Now I've
If you can get a corporate gig for whoever it is that does the SpongeBob stuff, that will kill.
You know what's better than telling a joke? Explaining it. So
Yeah.
I feel like $1,000,000 right now. Mine was, I mean, I don't think they're going to get SpongeBob references. I was like, everybody's seen SpongeBob.
I have never seen SpongeBob.
Uh,
You never seen SpongeBob?
No, I'm
You're-
46. I mean, I don't have children. Why would I have what?
So I have I have kids trapped in
Sam
my
has
basement.
kids. That's why. There you go.
You got to keep them. You got to play something loud to try and drown out the screams of them trying to get out. Yeah. What am I saying? But you.
All right, yeah. That famous movie from 2007 was supposed to be called Alvin and the Squirrels. And that's why squirrels now have legal representation. Because once was okay, but after 3 movies, they said enough is enough.
Yes, indeed, and I do get that reference. Yes, Alvin and the Chipmunks. As I was saying on stage, actually on Friday night, I do often feel like Captain America. You know, he has that little book that he has to fill in after he's come, out of the ice to like catch up with what's happening. Somebody on Friday night at Sunset Comedy was talking about XL bullies, and I was like, people are like sort of giving you grief about a spreadsheet. I haven't followed the news there, but yeah. Well, good show, guys. I think this round I'm going to give to Dan and Gareth. That takes the scores to 4-2. I've written them down wrong, but it's time. There's still everything to play for. It's time for joke rescue. I mean, all of my jokes have needed rescue. Actually, that reminds me, I didn't actually say my. Well, okay, I'm not optimistic about my joke. Actually, I should mention my joke related to that round, reverse engineering. Get ready to fake laugh. After getting run over by a steamroller, the woodland creature was strangely a perfect rectangular shape of 8 by 5 by 14 inches, and that's why the squirrel now has legal representation. Now, Gareth is a man there who knows the exact dimensions of a legal notepad. So there.
Should we do what you did to everybody else and now can you break that down and explain it part by part? Because I'm not following.
No. So what it is?
No, I've understood it. I don't think we should.
I'm very happy to. I mean, I sense Pranav was feeling uncomfortable for me asking to explain all the references, but I really enjoyed the explanation, and I thought we all learned something, particularly Dan about SpongeBob. And for me, I'm so used to my jokes not getting any laughs. It's no embarrassment really to explain in some detail how that works. Anyway, I think again, I'm speaking too fast. People can play it back on half speed and find me twice as funny. Okay, moving on to joke rescue. In this case, it says on my notes here that the host presents a generally terrible joke, and you say, well, Sam, how is that different from really what you've done so far? But anyway, this one is like, I don't know, perhaps more terrible, and it wasn't written by me. I promise. So in this case, you will have to rewrite it into something that is actually funny. And the joke that's in intensive care at the moment is, I used to be addiculated to. Oh, okay. Say that again. Addiculated. Mate, I've got a real problem with articulation. It's I've got some cream for that. I used to be addicted to calculators. My days. No, that okay. I'll start again. I've completely screwed that up. Let's do okay, guys. Okay.
Sam, it's very easy. You were addiculated to calculators.
Addiculated calculators.
What?
Illegal.
Okay, guys. Like no, and I've pulled out my ear thing that stops me from. Well, that's maybe that actually. Okay, we'll get there. Okay, joke rescue. Let's rescue the host from this joke, which is, I used to be addicted to calendars. My days were numbered. And your 90 seconds starts now. And I'll turn it down a bit.
I think of a better one for calculators. I used to be addicted to calculators. But I just subtracted myself from the problem.
Yes, that's a solid joke there. Yes, and I'm now realizing why the music got louder is because my previous fail reset the volume thing when we put it down. So, but it's interesting because I guess maybe it sounds louder for you guys because you're all in my computer, but I'm out here in the real world, and so it just sounds further away. How did you guys all get in my computer? It does seem a little bit cramped that you're all there in it. It's only got 16 megabytes of RAM. A bit annoying, really. Actually, funny story. Well, you say that. It's interesting how people say funny story. It's never funny. Anyway, a story that is funny, not in a humorous sense, but like is I dropped my previous MacBook Pro, which was all decked out with like loads of RAM and stuff, which is memory. and thanks for the memory. And I broke the screen, and I had to get a new laptop in a hurry because I'm totally addicted to using computers like continually. And I can't wait 3 to 7 days for a new laptop. So I just bought whatever's in the store. And this new one, it was, at the time it was not a bad one, but it doesn't have much RAM. And so yeah, apologies for you guys sitting on each other's faces there. I mean, actually, there's no need to sit on each other's faces. You could just sit side by side. But if you do insist on that, I mean, what is it with all the young people and the arse eating? Really, I didn't. Anyway, sorry. What about that? I don't know what I'm saying. It's time to carry on with Joke Rescue. Woo! I think it is now. I'm starting to write down jokes so I remember who has said what, but I am still struggling, I have to say, with who goes in what order. I think it might be Miyu and Pranav to go first this time. Why don't you take it away, guys?
Yeah, I'll go first here this time. I used to be addicted to calendars. Then I completed it.
No, like it. Pranav?
Yeah, I used to be addicted to calendars. Now I'm just itching to get to August.
Okay. Yeah. These are indeed using. They're definitely. I think the jokes have got better than it originally was. So that is the good direction of travel. Fantastic.
Very nice putting it, Sam. Very kind.
I've got to be kind because my mark is going to be much worse. Gareth and Dan, what are your offerings? Gareth has bashfully turned on and off his camera, but that's okay. That's okay.
No, Gareth accidentally went to look for a new window where I'd written my joke down, and then accidentally just deleted the text. So.
Oh dear.
Great communications on computers.
Or should I do mine?
Yeah, probably best.
Okay. I'm going to kill the calendar maker. His days are numbered.
Yeah.
Flipped it around.
I like what you've done there.
That was sort of in the style of Stuart Francis with a quick one-liney.
Yeah. Gareth?
I'm a man who easily gets addicted to stupid things, and I make amazing jokes about them because I told them to a group of friends and family the other day. I used to be addicted to breaking, but I can stop any time. I used to be addicted to the hokey cokey, but I turned myself around. I used to be addicted to calendars. My wife stopped me. Gareth, everyone is here because they're worried about you.
Great. I love the hokey cokey bit there. I don't know if anybody else. I think we're occasionally having a little loss of the audio there. There was a bit at the end. Were you saying something about interventions there?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's yeah. Well, no, I definitely enjoyed that. Yeah. One day we'll be able to do this in like a room with each other in person. We'll like sort of reconstitute you guys out of the memory of my computer, and we'll actually meet in person, and there will be no.
Do you want me to do it one more time? Because
I would love to, because I really enjoyed the hokey cokey. The whole thing from the top, please.
I'm a man who easily gets addicted to stupid things, and I make amazing jokes about them. I told them to a group of friends and family the other day who randomly congregated. I used to be addicted to breaking, but I can stop any time. I used to be addicted to the hokey cokey, but I turned myself around. I used to be addicted to calendars. My wife stopped me and said, Gareth, everyone is here because they're worried about you.
Brilliant. Yeah. Like it. Very strong. Great when you can hear all the words. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that was Dan and Gareth this time as well. It's 5-2. I don't think anybody has hit any of my marks. You're probably not going to like this one, but I'm going to say it because it's my job. My one here was I lost all sensation in my fingers after working for years in a calendar factory. The fingers and my days were numbered.
Because the print. I see.
There you go. Just writing it, I'm just thinking it's like I should have said my digits were numbered. That
fingers makes. Yeah, there's something there.
Well, I think what it is there is, of course, I've broken one of the rules there of comedy, which you're allowed to do, which is that you shouldn't ideally shouldn't use the same word in the setup and the punchline. And I think that the exciting thing that I just realized is, of course, the word digits refers to numbers and fingers. Not that magically, makes the joke any better, but yeah, I had that insight as I was reading it out. Okay, time to, the great thing about me speaking really fast is that my jokes end quickly and we can move on to round 6, which is category chaos. Category chaos. Chaos, in which round I announce a topic, a category, and you must tell a joke involving that category. The category this week is supermarkets, and your 90 seconds starts now.
I'm still disappointed that you're not addicted to calculators.
Well, I tell you,
That just doesn't add up to me.
Hey,
Hey, come on.
Excellent.
Bonus.
Yes. I mean, I'm definitely thinking a lot about this, getting addiculated. That would be, addiculated to the calculators. Goodness me. Yes, I guess this week we're a sort of thoughtful bunch. I can tell each and every one of you is taking the challenges very seriously. I think last week, there was a kind of people were perhaps trying to get away from the challenges in some ways, like as a sort of avoidance. I mean, we had a lot of fun last week and very much enjoyed everything. But there's sort of I can sense a high intensity this week as you're all really focusing to go. Jokes. I'm starting to observe a pattern in some of my jokes, which is that I'm finding the word connections. I was really excited about that. Digits can mean numbers and fingers. But just because you can find a connection doesn't mean the joke becomes funny. So it's a real journey for me of self-discovery. Hopefully, that can lead to something like an improvement in my material and more people laughing at the times when I plan for them to laugh, but maybe not. Right. Also, this having this little exciting background music is saving my voice from doing that, which I was quite enjoying last week. But anyway, I think this time it's Dan and Gareth go first on round 6, category chaos. Dan and Gareth, take it away.
Who's going first? Dan, I can't remember which way round we went.
Well, he says Dan and Gareth, and sometimes he says Gareth and Dan, and I'm assuming that's a hint as to the order that he wants. But
Love it. Yeah, let's do that.
okay. I live above a petrol station, and this is not just any petrol station. This is a Marks and Spencer's petrol station. That's the first time I've actually used the joke that I've used in a proper room that's got a big laugh. So the fact that it's got complete silence here tells me that all the other jokes that got complete silence were probably gold as well. So,
But you say complete silence. You didn't hear my laugh.
Apart from Sam, who's kind of chuckled at most things, I would say. You're a generous laugher, Sam.
I'm a very generous lover. As a very generous lover, it's I think they go hand in hand. You got to hold.
Can I make a suggestion? I don't know how you would do this on Zoom, but what we need is a live audience, because comedians are terrible at laughing at their own jokes.
Yeah,
and other comedians' jokes.
Yeah,
if you can somehow get 50 other people on the Zoom call and they're only allowed to laugh, I'm not sure quite how you'd pull that off, but
Yeah, I mean, Pranav has walked away in disgust at that, but no, absolutely. I think in the idea, he's back. No, I'm just kidding. It's in the ideal world, we would absolutely be doing this with an audience. Yeah, I mean, Zoom is. I mean, I think I'm still having fun, even if this may be painful for some of you. But yeah, we're piloting this here, and we could be doing this in Sunset Comedy Club. If we can get 30 people in the room while we do this.
Do it live.
Do it live. Yeah. No, I mean, I would be if I wasn't already. It was so close. I'd be trying to do this at the Ed Fringe this year, but I think it's work out the format. Gosh, I'm off into the weeds here now. What will the listeners think? But yeah, it's work out the format over multiple Zoom things. Hone it, start performing it live, then get it to Edinburgh Festival, and then world. I mean, on Dave or something. I don't know. Who knows where we'll get to? But so I think where we were is in category chaos. I mean, it is a round of chaos, so me just going off on one is totally understandable. We've done Dan. I think it's on time for Gareth.
Oh yeah. I hated these so much that I wrote 2, and I hated them both equally. Just so you know.
Okay. So you're going to subject us to both of them.
Yeah. Well, you can tell me if the first one is so bad, you can choose. Right. So I don't think the marketing board is trying very hard. Their new superhero designed to advertise markets, supermarket.
Yes. Well, I think you can stop there just because I think, let me stop you there, not for the reason you think, but just to add some sort of exciting tension. I'll come back to that at the end of the session. Let's do Mayu and Pranav in the meantime.
Gonna go Pranav first?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. It's 7:30 in the morning, and my friend calls me. He tells me he wants a meal deal for Tesco. He asked for a breakfast sandwich with bacon and sausage, crisps, and a Coke. Salsa got a bereavement card for his mom. He's not going to be around much longer.
Dark. I like it. I like it. Miyu.
Yeah. Supermarket is also a lesser known character from Stanley, trademark pending. He will only save you if you have a club card.
He'll only save you if you have a trump card.
Club card.
Oh, a club card. Club card. Got it. Yes. My ears. That's club card. Good stuff. Well, interesting there. Interesting. Very solid. And well, I'll just give you my offering. Supermarkets. Now the MCU really is scraping the barrel.
Ooh, 3 of you went down the superhero
So
road.
I think that, we've got double. I mean, there's double bonus points there for both sides for hitting my mark of the superheroes. And I think
I love the ego that you give points if someone's come up with something that's slightly touched on your joke. Is that you think therefore that must be better and worth more points?
Well, it's not so much. I mean, I do have an ego larger than the known universe. It's bigger, than anything.
You have mentioned this many times.
And I'll be mentioning it many times further going on. Probably at least another 26 through this episode at least. But it's interesting. I mean, while I do have a big ego, it's not so much that I think that having got my joke makes it better. Actually, that probably may make it worse. But it's more like it's sort of like it's the probability matrix, right? Of like how unlikely it is or likely it is.
It's like joke bingo.
There you go.
You've
exactly.
Stumbled on the words.
It's not that two fat ladies are particularly attractive. I mean, obviously, if you do like two fat ladies, that's wonderful. But AJ, it's just the probability distributions. Okay. I think I'm going to give that. I think bonus points to both sides, and I think. I think I'm going to give that actually to Mew and Pranav because Dan, reusing one of his tested club material jokes,
Sorry, I brought an actual joke that works and has been tested, and you're now penalising me.
That's not what we're looking for here. We're not looking for that. No.
Okay.
None of that. Okay.
Yeah, Dan, stop making us look terrible with actual grading.
Okay, got a big laugh at the comedy store with that, but on Sam's podcast, lose points.
I mean,
that makes a lot of sense.
Cool, we're looking for in the moment originality, Dan. You wouldn't understand. Okay, so
the bag is too deep, Sam. You can't kill him for that. It's not his fault,
I don't know what's going on now. I think I've lost control of the podcast. Stay on target. It's time for round 7. Wrong answers only. That's what we're all wrong ones. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to deliberately produce the most ridiculous explanation for that. If you're ready, the question is, why do cats always land on their feet? And your 90 seconds starts now. Did I mention my ego was as big as? No, okay.
I love your ego, Sam.
Oh, mate, you
love that I love your ego.
It's my ego is rock hard right now. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. What is comedy anyway? It's like I'm still trying to work that out. Yeah, I do. I'm just looking back through, the journey we've been on together today, and definitely the, jokes with sexual themes have really appealed to me. It's, there might be a little sort of hack in there, like of being, the more sexually explicit you can be. I mean, not that that's necessarily going to fly on when we're on Channel 4, but I was reflecting on stage on Friday. I was saying fuck quite a lot. And I had a friend of the show, Gil Givens, there, and he's referred to that as the F-bomb. And I noticed that he doesn't swear at all. And there are some people like that who don't swear. It's like these magic words that have special power. Anyway, talking of magic words, I think it's time for Mew and Pranav. And why not avoid the process of, spending 3 seconds working on hosting first? Let's start with Mew and then go to Pranav.
Yeah, sounds good. Who cares about if they're landing on their feet? Who actually threw the cat? Who's committing this to violence? Also, Einstein did say it's all relative. So the way I see it, the ground is landing on the cat. That's the question I want to answer.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Einstein asking why, no, telling us that the ground is landing on the cat's feet. Yeah, deep man. Pranav.
Yeah. So your question was, why do cats always land on their feet? We still don't know what happened to Schrodinger's cat, so we can't confirm if they always land on their feet. I also still haven't finished mourning Schrodinger's cat, or have I?
Very good, very good. Well, we've got two physics PhDs on the podcast. I think we're really appreciating the highlights of the 20th century. Einstein, Schrödinger, fantastic. I like it. I did ask for sexual, but you went physics. You went physical. Okay, Dan and Gareth. Let's have Dan and then Gareth.
So why do cats always land on their feet? They don't if you knock them out first.
All right. Knock them out.
I'm not sure about that one. It doesn't feel right. Yeah. Or if you throw them just right, is that funnier? Or they're just both bad?
I think they throw them just right.
Throw them just right. Okay. Yeah.
I think the second one's got legs. Maybe even cat legs. Yeah, there's something about like, why do they always land on your feet? No, why do they land on the feet? I think it's because I've stapled them to the floor. Anyway, Gareth, what's your offering?
I mean, you see me on stage, so you know that some of these jokes would make far more sense if I was delivering them there, because I write these down. I'm like, these don't make any sense. Just say it out loud. But here you go, everybody. This is going to be absolute nonsense. The cat is a mythical creature from the vortex dimension Defelgon, and it has come here to enslave our minds. It began with the purring, which is the kind of hypnosis to convince us it is pure of intention, but then it began to play with our reality. A cat does always land on its feet because it can manipulate gravity, and everything we know to be true is falling apart. But if I can stop it, just stop one by forcing it to land on its back, then I will defeat the Defelgon army, but the RSPCA is onto me, and I am on the run.
Oh, brilliant!
I want to applaud that. That was like something from Hitchhiker's Guide.
It was a journey that we went on. Ironically, Zoom will auto suppress any applause for some reason. I think that's like maybe the AI is trying to take over. But yeah, well, let me cover my deliberations by giving you my offering. Is why do cats always land on their feet? Because they're too laid back to go metric.
Okay.
All right. There we go. See, again, I mean, I struggle to see why that would elicit any laughter against the previous other wordplay ones. But it's who knows how comedy works. Yeah. Wow. Well,
because it's probably the better misdirection of all the ones. I'd say it's the one that I saw coming the least.
Right. Okay. Saw coming the least. Okay. I'll write that down and try and remember that. Okay. Saw coming the least. Yeah. Predictability. Okay.
I'm just
realizing your last word was the big reveal.
I've missed an opportunity because there was why do cats land on their feet and squirrels don't, and that's why the squirrel requires legal representation. Or so there's a callback opportunity there somewhere.
Callback, strong.
I haven't quite got it, but yeah.
I think good showings, interesting wordplay. I'm going to give this round to Pranav and Mayu because the physics in there. Oh, Schrödinger, Einstein. Oh, it makes my ego hard, I tell you. Right.
The Schrödinger's tag is worth the point. I agree with that. That was a brilliant bit.
Very, very, very good.
I mean, I want to stand up for my teammate because that was like Hitchhiker's Guide level of, there was dimensions and
gravity.
There was physics and gravity. Like, what more do you want from us, Sam?
Well, me laughing.
A punchline? You want a punchline? Fucking come on.
Yeah, like that. That'd be good. me having hysterics, me crying with laughter. These are the kind of things we're going for. Anyway, it's time for number 8. We're almost, it's 6-4. There's still 3 more rounds. It's everything to play for. It's time for historical rewrite. I'm going to give you a famous historical event, and you will be describing it as if it had happened now in a press report. And so your historical event is going to be the sinking of the Titanic, and your 90 seconds starts now. I wonder if me sort of like playing the music, am I doing jazz? If I'm kind of improvising over the top of the Yeah, I think maybe we need to get different music or change the format of the whole show. I don't know. Definitely, an audience, folks, would be fun, wouldn't it? It would be. And I think, see, I've been doing a lot of stuff in VR. You can get people in VR, but it's all, it's got a bit tits up recently in all VR. Zuckerberg's kind of been cool to it, and they're not pumping as much cash into the old VR machine. It's got the general problem that makes a lot of people seasick, but it's another story. You shouldn't be VR on boats, by the way. That's really unpleasant. But yeah, I think the thing, you can. I don't know how I've got Zoom Premium or whatever, so you can have up to 50 people in a meeting. And actually, now come to think of it, yeah, we do these things at work where they, you have kind of like a Zoom presentation, but then you can't hear anything from the. This is this sort of you want to set up where you can hear the laughter from the people, and but then you also sort of want. This is the nice thing about the VR. 20 seconds out. I've started, so I'll finish. The nice thing about the VR is that it has sort of people who are further away sound quieter, and so it actually has this sort of rippling effect. You can actually do stand up in it if you're very lucky. Okay,
you actually sound quieter, Sam. Have you moved away? Is that
no? I've dialed down my brain. Normally there's a math lab going on, when I'm performing to large numbers of people, and I'm just experimenting with being slightly calmer. My ego's not very happy with it, but anyway, I think it's I think it's Dan and Gareth's turn. Dan, let's have your offering.
Okay, I've written this as a series of news bulletins. Donald Trump says the first half of his new cruise ship's maiden voyage could not have gone better, and describes the boat as unsinkable. 10 a.m. Reports of sinking were described to be fake news. 11 a.m. Trump now says his unsinkable ship was sabotaged by a woke activist with a biro. 12 p.m. When pressed that there are reports that the ship actually hit an iceberg, Trump responded that the woke left complained about my plan to melt them all. An Instagram account, Rose Jack Adventures, shows a young couple posing for a selfie at the bow of the ship, and then some images of Rose floating on a door with the hashtag ladies only, room for one, lol. An old lady has arrived at the scene and was witnessed tossing priceless jewelry into the ocean. One way to avoid your kids arguing over inheritance.
Very good, very strong. Good stuff, Dan. Excellent. Gareth.
I've tried to shoehorn in the whole plot for the movie.
Oh,
there.
yeah. No, I feel like I'm just rewatching the whole film.
My desire plan was to do it like a TikTok influencer / Stephen Bartlett, and I've done basically what Dan did, but worse. So this is going to be good, isn't it? Okay. You need to hear this. This is insane. We all know the Titanic, the one that just hit the iceberg and sank. Well, I just found out something on Reddit that changes everything, and it'll affect you in ways that will make your grandchildren confused. So here's what happened. They were floating in the ocean for hours. They were tired, scared, hungry, so hungry. But first, you need to know this. I make these videos fast and on the go because I'm here for you, my fans, and I can't be hungry. So if I was out there, I'd have used Y Food, which is a meal in a bottle with all the vitamins and minerals I need to survive any sinking. So they're in the ocean, but that's not even the wild part. Here's where it gets worse. You're not going to believe this. One of the guys, YouTube star Bill Zane, insane, rest in peace, my brother, he sold his Lambo and he bought this hella rare jewel, heart of the ocean. He was going to give it to a girl, and she was like, nah, I like this other poor dude, because we Irish dude and fucking cars and stuff. Here's what it means for you. Zane's gone down with that ship. He got the jewel worth 20 million G's in his pocket. And in his memory, me and Mr. Beast are going to build a submarine. We got the schematics, steering with a PS4 controller, going to be sick. Go down to the bottom, get that jewel, and we want you to write the tune we get down to. First one wins. Okay, we opened up the comments. Let's go. Okay, Celine Dion. My heart will go on. I don't know. Sounds kind of lame. Can't see that doing well, but rules is rules. We be jamming too. What the fuck? Yeah, you know our rules. Share, save, subscribe, y'all. Check us out in 3 days. We'll be back with what we found.
Brilliant.
Woo!
Brilliant. Tour de force, man. You went in there humbly, mate, but you smashed it. Both very strong. Pranav and Miu, let's go with Pranav first.
Yeah, I'll go. So breaking news: the Titanic has sunk. This is just a warning sign. They were warned not to go looking for the Titan submersible. There's reports that there was a son of a billionaire that just wanted to celebrate Father's Day in Southampton, but his dad said, no, we're going on the Titanic. Instead of splitting a pint of Guinness and splitting the G, they ended up splitting the boat in two.
There we go. Yep. Like we did there. Good stuff. And Mayu?
So I wrote like few in this form, like, like front page of a newspaper. So just picture that. So we stopped the boat. Uh, and then next one is Titanic sinks, claims 1,500 lives so far. Who knows what the future will tell? And then the last one, Titanic sinks. Don't worry, folks. This new flying thing might take over.
Very good. Very good. Well, and to cover my deliberations, let me give you my one, which is Conservative government deploys iceberg to interrupt flow of immigrants. And I saw Pranav like grinning there. Thank you for that.
Good one.
I
like the flow.
Thank you. Thank you. I like the
It had
flow.
great light.
The flow, the iceberg flow. Yeah. Solid. The what I think, as impressive as Gareth and Dan's were, I just really loved Mayu's "We stopped the boat." I think you could have stopped there. You had me at stopping the boats. That sounds wrong.
What the fuck? How the effort we just expended into that.
All right, Tommy Robinson. That's what you want, is it? Okay.
It's just low-hanging fruit jokes, guys. It works.
I think and a bonus point for I think Mayu touched the thing. I think it's 6-6 going into round 9, which is newsflash. So if I'm not going to be assassinated by Gareth and Daniel's hitmen from a different dimension, I'm going to give you a late night newsflash, and you're going to come up with a one-liner in that syndicated late night style. The newsflash is: scientists discover a way to let dogs talk, and your 90 seconds starts now.
There's no way I'm going to do good stuff now with this level of outrage.
I'm not doing right-wing material just to appeal to Sam.
Sam, yeah.
I had asked for the sexual material, but we seem to have
I don't do sex jokes. That's not my thing either. I'm sorry. I'm not a sexy Tommy Robinson. I don't know what you want from me.
You say that, but you do keep talking about paedophiles. I mean, is that?
I do in my set. Yeah, please make that clear. That's in my set, not in my life outside of.
Right. Art mirroring life, as they say.
Yeah. And can I also say, I think it's actually quite appalling that I think it was Pranav made a joke about that submarine that imploded. I mean, the depths some people will go to.
Don't be hating right now, Dan. Don't be hating. You don't know me like that.
I had one joke about that submarine. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
It's the best joke you will ever hear about an imploding submarine. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
There's too much pressure now.
Very good. Just to go back to Gareth saying difficult to work with so much outrage. I feel like outrage is your anti-kryptonite. Like that isn't outrage what you run on, Gareth? Isn't that your Red Bull?
I don't know.
Too outraged to say. Good God.
Of the two of us, you think he's the angry one on our team?
I don't, okay. Well, but outrage doesn't have to be anger. I mean, I think.
Yeah, I'm more confused.
But you're excited. You're really excited. You're just like, there's an energy. There's an energy there that I love. I mean, guys, remember, it's only a game. I mean, I love all of you and your comedy very deeply. And any suggestion that any joke is better than any other joke is purely based on it being much funnier. Okay, so let's move on to the end of my life, which will come, not before too long, I can imagine. I think it is Mayu and Pranav to go first. And remember, don't feel like you have to both, or like in any round, like you can mix it up. Like if you want to like put all the what's the word, chips on black and go with one joke, that's fine. But I do love hearing everybody's offerings. So let's go with Mayu first.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to pass the buck, or I don't know. I'm trying to get jiggy with it. We're running out of time. Go on, Mayu. Tell us what you got.
Yeah, I'll go first. Yeah. Dogs can talk. They're racist too. I'm playing into Sam's bias there. I got another one.
Oh yeah.
Scientists discover a way to let dogs talk. They're like, wait, you have to ask them before humping?
There we go. Good sex jokes there. Excellent. Pranav?
Scientists discover a way to let dogs talk. My dog was like, feed me now, bitch. scientists discover a way to let dogs talk. My dog was like, "You go on a fucking walk. I'm busy watching this pigeon take a shit." Um, and then I had one more. Surprise, surprise! They don't like to be used as a handbag. Yeah, okay. I lost it. I went hard, soft. And there you go. You like that though? That's
I mean, I like.
There's your sex joke.
You mixed
We had a couple of sex jokes there. Yes, so it's Sam.
Yeah, yeah. We had to reinvent the wheel at the last minute.
Okay, so it's like, is this just like young folk? The street is like using a dog as a handbag. Is that the code for a sexual position?
I think that's literal, like as in like the dog's in a handbag.
The dog's on a handbag.
But then he started talking about sex, and he had me at sex. Anyway,
because I said hard, soft. I thought you picked up.
I did love that bit. Yeah, I'm still enjoying that bit. Sorry, I was just confused because I was thinking like, what other sex things could have been in the earlier things? But no, you just meant the.
Your mind out the gutter.
I was just so the sex stuff was just in the executive summary. That makes sense. Okay, sorry, Gareth, and then Dan. Gareth, what's up?
So it turns out scientists have discovered a way to let dogs talk. There is no way I want to hear what my dog would say, because my dog would 100% be a creep. He'd wander into my bedroom at 2 a.m., start shouting, hey, 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 hey. But then imagine a dog whispering, I know what you did to my balls. I've seen you still have balls. I'm waiting for my moment.
Very good. Very good. Dan?
Yep. Scientists have discovered a way to let dogs talk. In related news, my neighbour is now on the sex offenders register. I went sexy for you, Sam. I went sexy.
You did, mate. You did. But, with sex offenders. I mean, again, when Dan goes sexy, it tends to involve people getting put into prison. Who knows what that means? Fantastic. Well, as I go through my deliberations, I'll give you my one, which is like, scientists discover a way to let dogs talk. Turns out they only ever say, yes, I am a good boy. Okay. Well, thanks for that. Really appreciate you giving that what it deserved. That comes from, you see, I think if you'd known the original, you guys know The Onion? There's kind of like a comedy.
Yeah.
There was one time they had, it's like, nation's dog owners ask, who's a good boy? Which I thought was a great thing. And I was see their stuff. That's funny. Mine not so much. But I think that round definitely goes to Gareth and Dan. I appreciate Dan has to go a long way to find sex offenders. Okay, right. So it's time for round 7. The final round. Yes, we've got to bring this to an end. We've got the
Do you mean round 10?
So, round 10? Did I say round 7? What did I say?
You said 7, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got confused because basically it's 7 points to 6. So Dan and Gareth are 1 point in the lead at the moment. So it's and there's bonus points on the line. So round 10 is 6 degrees of separation. You're going to start with one word and you need to finish with another word, and the joke needs to connect these words. Now, the first word doesn't need to be the first word, and the second word doesn't need to be the last word, but you kind of like the direction of travel needs to go from
conceptually.
Yeah, like conceptually. Exactly, that's a word. That is almost like sexually, but it's conceptually. Sexually. The words are, the first word, you need to start in the area of umbrella and finish with Las Vegas. Your time starts now.
I'm still so annoyed. I might just go really factual and just be like, Rihanna recently played Umbrella in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Because that's a fact that happened. So there you are.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
I don't follow the news, but what's does she? I mean, one imagines with somebody like Rihanna, who I don't really. I mean, she's like a singer or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. And
had the seminal hit Umbrella. She played it in Las Vegas recently because she had a residency. So, it's no joke there, Sam, but it's factual. So that's what people are listening for.
I think there are many umbrellas in Vegas. It is in the middle of a desert. I think you've made this quite tricky, Sam.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I rate you very highly as comedians, and I feel like if we weren't pushing the envelope here, we wouldn't be doing sufficient respect to your individual comic geniuses. But interesting. So I thought what you said there, Gareth, I thought you said that Rihanna had lost an umbrella in Las Vegas, but you said that she played Umbrella.
Yeah, the song.
She's been playing with. Okay, she has a song called Umbrella, which she.
Oh, Sam, come on! How old are you? She has a song Under My Umbrella, Ella. It's everyone knows this.
I don't follow the news. You know, I mean, it's
They don't do a news bulletin
It's not
about
really
it.
the news.
But they
is
don't.
it? Yeah.
yeah. I'm sort of detached.
It was like 6 o'clock headline, like there's a news song out.
I'm just sort of detached from popular culture these days. It's funny. We live in our own little.
It was like 15 years ago.
Okay. Again, that's how detached I am. Good stuff. See, that's when the banter flows so smoothly you don't even realize the time is up. I think it is Gareth and Dan's turn to start. Dan, let's have your 6 degrees of separation joke first.
Yeah, so I think I've just locked in on it's a desert, Sam, with the umbrellas is what you put us on here. So here is my attempt at a joke. After hearing how much money London makes selling umbrellas to tourists, Donald Trump has started a chain of umbrella shops in Las Vegas.
Brilliant. I like it. Nice one. Gareth.
Okay, mine's a bit longer. Sorry, guys.
Go for it.
It was 6 degrees of separation. I went literal. Okay. I lose things all the time and it ruins my life. I lost my wife. It happened on a trip recently. It rained and I lost my umbrella. And then I'm soaked through in a freak rain shower. And it's terrible when you're wetter than the stripper you're trying to impress. And I was kicked out and I took off my trousers, maybe not in that order. And I lost my hotel key because it was in my trouser pocket with my wallet. And the concierge didn't believe I was who I am because my face was all messed up. But in my defense, I lost my wallet. So how was I supposed to pay for the cocaine? I can't unsnort it. Eventually, I convinced him to give me a key by losing my anal virginity. I get into the room and fall asleep. I wake up and my wife is standing over me. She knows everything. I lost my wife, but that's what you get for waking up in Vegas.
Oh my goodness, tour de force.
How fast does he write?
Oh,
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's on speed.
Extraordinary. I think it's because I carried on talking after the 90-second timer was up.
Yeah, when you said umbrella and I was like, I know we're going this.
I knew you were powered by outrage. Pranav, let's hear yours.
Gareth did a little bit of foreshadowing for my joke, so yeah, I appreciate it. When the sun shine, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I must stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella in Las Vegas.
Woo! Oh, musical round. Love it. Yeah. Good stuff. So
It wasn't so much a joke as karaoke.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
I
funny.
grant you, your singing is funny. Yes,
It's funny. That's the joke.
Well, there's all this like cultural references to like stuff from 15 years ago that I spend all my time grooving to these, the beats from the Rihanna. I don't know what I'm saying. Mew, take us home.
Yeah. If you get an umbrella, hold an umbrella and jump off the Eiffel Tower at the right angle, you might land in Las Vegas or you might die. It's 50-50. Just roll the dice.
All right. Eiffel Tower in the mix. Okay. Yeah.
I really wanted to find a connection between Julie Andrews and Las Vegas to make a Mary Poppins jokes, but she wasn't a gambling addict or anything.
Mary Poppers?
Ooh.
There you go. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. And then I felt, there's one of the things that's a clear Las Vegas thing is what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. And I was trying to do something with that, but it didn't really work. And I'm looking at both of the things that I created for this, and I'm feeling they're not going to be anything at all. But I'm a professional, so I'm going to say this other one first. I had trouble getting my umbrella up until I had a little help from a hooker in Las Vegas. Slight snort there from Gareth. And then my other, I got my umbrella up in Las Vegas, but couldn't get it down again. You know what they say? What happens in Las Vegas stays up in Las Vegas. Yeah,
I feel like this is a joke I've heard somewhere, but I was struggling to get my umbrella up myself. Needed a proctologist. Wait, come on. That's something.
There you go. They're very good. Like it. Fantastic. Well, it just remains for me to try and work out who to give the points to there. I don't think anybody hit my mark. I think we're going to have to Gareth talking about strippers and the cocaine got me really excited. So I think the points are going to go there. That gives it at the end. It's 8-6 to so it's Team One beats Team Omega. But I just loved all of the sexual innuendo that I read into your material, Pranav and Mew, throughout the episode, and I'll be that for several days to come. Folks, that was our show. It remains for me to thank Dan Morris and Gareth Beavis, Pranav B and Mano. And let's just have a quick go round, starting with Dan. If people want to see more of your amazing comedy, what should they be doing?
You can follow me on Instagram at Dan Morris Comedy. And you can see me at clubs like Up the Creek, which I will be performing at on September the 11th, which is a great date for comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for that one.
Fantastic. Gareth?
You can follow me on the socials. I am The Lost Comedian, and please subscribe to my new Substack, Lost in Comedy.
Brilliant. Pranav?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Pranav Jokes. That's Pranav Jokes. And yeah, you could catch me doing some shitty open mics at some random pubs around London. So if you're interested, that's where you can find me. Maybe at Up the Creek one day, maybe on September 12th. We'll see.
Yeah, in the meantime, we really appreciate you coming to our shows at Sunset and Crack Up Comedy, Pranav. It's great.
Those are the elite ones, I'm not dissing your night, Sam. Please invite me back.
But please do come back. We love having you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody should always come to those shows, including comedians on this podcast. Mayu?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Mano Comedy. Yeah, just doing open mics and mics around London. Probably post some shows there. And I'll be with Pranav with open mics around London as well.
Brilliant, fantastic. And yeah, I'm Sam Joseph, and you can follow me if you can find me. Maybe you can hire me. I'm not the A-team, but I am doing my Edinburgh show. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Not at the Edinburgh Festival this year, as well as we've got previews coming up at Aces and Eights on July 26th, and at Museum of Comedy again as part of the Camden Fringe on August the 13th. That's been the show. Thanks. It's been Joke Wranglers. Please do follow us on Spotify. That's the way to get us into more people's ears, and give us as many stars as you possibly can on Apple Podcasts. Big thanks to everyone, and see you again next time.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Cheers, Sam.
Bye.